All right, got this going. So YouTube, I'm gonna be using the ring light because the natural lighting just is not working out. I'm sweating as I try getting the best angle, but this works just good now that I'm indoors. But making a quick pre-gym meal. Got to get my macros in, but it's gonna be white rice, hamburger patty. Oh man, Alexa accidentally left the iced coffee in the freezer, so I gotta deal with what I got. But I'm making myself like a little bowl with the hamburger patty, some corn, bell peppers, onions, white rice. Because today is going to be a good day at the gym. I'm going to be working on a lot of my combinations, my jab, because jab is the key. Let's go. This white rice looks delicious. Just be working on, really what I work on every day. Throwing punches, lots and lots of punches. But we're currently, I believe, 7 weeks out, 6 weeks out. So I have some time, because this is just a 6 round fight. It's not going to be too much. Not as much as, as I am training for a 10 round fight, of course. But just going to be working on combinations, getting my conditioning up. Um, for the most part, I'm always in the gym. I'm always working on something. I'm always, keeping up with my mobility, my stretching, my yoga, my weightlifting, doing things like that. But right now that we are, a couple weeks out to the fight, I got to start my sparring. So we do our sparring maybe 2-3 times a week. Um, we'll do our strength and conditioning as well 2-3 times a week. Really depends on how my body's feeling. But as of now, just eating good, eating clean, eating lean, no dirty foods, just getting a lot of foods that have nutrients and will give me fuel for my workouts and help me recover from my workouts. But for the most part, eating healthy is not even. I wouldn't necessarily is not say is. I'm sorry. I wouldn't necessarily say it's not that hard, but I've checked my statements. Man, like a lot of my money just goes to strictly just to my food, especially in training camps. Now that I'm having to look at my bank account statements and my finances and things like that, I'm realizing, okay, spending HEB, Walmart, and I know what I'm spending. It's just the simple things like rice and then the protein and the veggies and the fruits, and sometimes I'll need supplements or something. Sometimes I'll need vitamins or whatever the case may be. It's just a lot of spending. Like being an athlete, or I guess you could say a professional athlete, where I have to compete and I have to be like in physical top shape. Man, it's expensive, bro. It's expensive. It gets pricey after a while. And that, I think, is a hard part. Not so much eating the food and cooking it and all that, and having, a set time when you have to eat, but it's more like you have no extra money for anything else, especially, being a father, and you know, bills come in and things like that. I don't have any extra money for anything. So it's just all my meals, even if it's something plain like this, like yesterday I had the same thing. Yesterday before training, I had white rice. I probably mixed it up with the vegetables. That was pretty much it. Added some okra in there, but every day it's gonna be the same thing. If it's not in the morning or lunch or dinner, it's just they're all the same. They're all the same. It's protein. Uh, Maybe in dinner is when I'm fairly easy on the carbs, but it's always protein. It's always something with nutrients, and that's what's crazy is that I don't realize it, but all my meals consist of the same thing. I guess that's the life of a fight. Excuse me, life of an athlete, not just a fighter. But it is what it is. I'm used to it. I've been doing this for so long that it doesn't phase me. But for the most part, right now, since I am fairly kind of far from the fight, I added just a little bit of creamer to my black coffee, and I think I had some chips yesterday. I had like a small bag of Ruffles. Well, that's it. No more cheat meals, no more cheat snacks, cheat days, because now we gotta lock in for our fight. Most likely, it will be May 17th at the Harlingen Convention Center under Juarez Rolos Promotions. It's gonna be a good fight. We're looking for my opponent, and man, I'm excited because all these these local fights that I'm doing, I'm able to grow. I'm able to stay active. Most importantly, able to try things that I don't normally do in televised fights, if that makes sense. Because like when you're on, like I don't know, when I'm on a televised fight, like under Premier Boxing Champions, all the pressure's on you, yes, but like you just perform differently. You perform to where you think like you cannot mess up. In these fights, I cannot mess up, but I feel like I have more freedom to do more things since the fighters aren't at the elite level caliber. But these fights that I've been doing here in the Valley under Juarez Rolos Promotions, it's been just 6 rounders. 10 rounders, they have to be title fights or they have to be eliminators or they cost, crazy amount of money. And plus nobody wants to fight me at 10 rounds. So it is what it is. So we deal with the 6 rounds, 6 rounders, which is such a high level pace that I'm not used to. Uh, Last time I did a 6 rounder was I honestly did only one 6 rounder. My first 5 fights, they were all under like I got signed my debut, and all first 5 fights were all 4 rounders. They were fast, real fast paced. My sixth fight, it was at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, and it was a 6 rounder. My first 6 rounder. I fought, I did good. I won by TKO in the 6th round. Next fight, Biloxi, Mississippi, ended up being an 8 rounder. So the experience I've had in 6 rounders is like very, very minimal. The pace is very differently. I don't like it, man, but I'm just blessed and grateful that my managers are allowing me to be able to stay active, to be able to stay active here in the valley, and just in front of my friends and family, all my sponsors. It's I'm grateful, man, because PBC hasn't done a show down here in so long, bro. It's been I fought at the Bird Ogden Arena, but it was like 2019. That was the last time I fought here in the valley. So it's been good. I've been able to showcase my talent, my skills in front of my hometown, the beautiful RGV, and we've been growing as a promotion company. We've been seeing a lot of fighters grow, and for my little brother as well, he's been growing, been putting in his work. We've been putting in our work, and it's a blessing, man. It really is, really, really is to be able to grow with my family member, with my brother in this sport, and it's exciting, bro. It really is. It's exciting to be able to just do this sport in general, live this lifestyle. It's hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but I wake up every single day ready to grow and ready to face adversity, whether it's eating the same thing every day, putting in 5 miles, having a spar, balancing cutting weight and being a father, being a husband. A lot of things come into play with it, but I don't think about it like that. I think about it as God has placed me in this journey, has given me this job. Man, I'm blessed. That's it. It's a mentality, it's a mindset, an attitude of gratitude, and I love it. And I feel like that's what's taking me really far. Not where I'm at, not even close, but it's taking me very far. And I feel like it'll take me to that next step, that next level, and will help me achieve my goals. You know, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the future. But today, Just gonna be a normal gym day. It is Monday. Um, Yesterday was my rest day. I had a very good rest day. I was able to take a bath, just relax, unwind on all the training. Saturday, I went lifting. It was arms. Friday, went lifting as well because the gym was flooded. So I did legs plus some shadow boxing and running. So I haven't ran in 2 days. My legs are fairly fresh. My arms feel really good. So today I'm looking to, get a really, really good session in. Try to get as much as I can. And it's just every day is repetitive, man. Every day is repetitive in the sense of, I mean, I know what I got to do. Every boxer knows what he has to do. We got to train our body, throw punches, a lot of punches, hard punches, different types of punches, train our bodies to be able to be in different types of positions. It's just a lot of training, man. A lot of working out, sometimes 2 a days. And I knew what I signed up for. It is what it is. I love it though. I love the working out, the exercising. It's cool, man. Because like even outside of my training camps, I'm still working. I'm still trying my best to be the best person I can be, the best athlete I can be. And it's a lifestyle that I've grown to love. I think my daughter's having a hard time falling asleep. Yeah. Alessandra too. She's watching. She's observing everything. She's starting to like throw punches and make the little exhaling noise. She's watching me. I don't know if that's a good thing or it's a bad thing because I would not want her to try this sport, but to defend herself, absolutely. To compete, mm, that's totally up to her. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Though she's in the gym with us like almost all the time. And babies are smart, man. They're super smart. So we'll see where it takes us. But for the most part, she will know how to defend herself. That's the plus side to this. This morning I had 2 eggs, half an avocado, a serving of black beans. I try my best to keep the black beans in most of my meals because like right now I'm not having black beans, but tonight I will. Although it does have some sort of carbs in it, like I said, right now fairly far from the fight. I could use the iron and I could use the fiber, so I am gonna have some for dinner. But this morning it was good. 2 over easy eggs. I love them over easy. Half an avocado. Need my omegas, my healthy. Well, I'm not even sure they have omegas, but I know it has healthy fats. The avocado, and then my beans. I love to use beans in my diet because I mean they help a lot. Had that at about 8:30, 9ish. At 12, I had a little snack. Uh, Basically the same thing. This is just the other half of what I had for lunch. But this is a little snack just to have something in my stomach for the gym. But for lunch, I had the same thing. Had the hamburger patty, white rice, some corn, and some coffee, black coffee. Right now, I'm adding a little bit of creamer because that black coffee was very bitter. But I get used to it. Like if I'm being honest, when I start my training camps, I try to just stick to black coffee. The only thing I'll add is maybe honey, but for the most part, it's always black coffee. Boost your metabolism. It's 0 calories, and you get straight to the caffeine, just the way I like it. I'll have it before training, not before sparring. Before sparring, I don't know what it does to my saliva. It gets it real thick and like it dehydrates you in a way, to where like it kind of affects me in sparring. But for training, I even recommend it. It's really good. Um, I've Okay, well, I'm in Lent right now at the moment. I've given up energy drinks, but for the majority of the time, you will catch me with an energy drink. I'm not perfect. I'm not the perfect athlete, but I love energy drinks. I love Rain, Bang, strictly because the C4, the strong C4s are pretty good. I just don't like the beta alanine in it. But the reason why I like those three is because they have 300 milligrams of caffeine. Others have like the Celsius and things like that. They're good. I'm not saying they're not good, but my caffeine tolerance is like it's up there. So when I drink, a Rain or a Bang or a C4, it gets me going, man. It gets a real good pump. Um, and I want one, but I gave it up for Lent. We're almost there. Afterwards, I'm gonna get some, but for now, I've been just sticking with coffee. I've been doing green tea as well. My cousin told me black tea is really good too, so I gotta try some black tea. But I've been just sticking with natural sources of caffeine rather than energy drinks. But energy drinks are amazing, man. They're amazing. I don't get the scoop pre workout. I don't really get those. I always go with the cans. All my supplements are through the scoop, so I think that's why like I try to avoid the scoop pre workout. But I could use a Rain or a Bang right now, man. I'm telling you, those things get me going. Today after training as well, looking forward to getting in a little run, open up the lungs. Still debating whether I should do it here or at TrueFit, so I can use the treadmill easier on my knees, my shins, and things like that. But I'm not sure. I'll see how I feel after training, after the gym. But yeah, it's gonna be a good workout today. I'm excited. I'm ready. So I'm gonna finish this up, then finish up my coffee, get my gallon, and we're good to go. See y'all. All right, y'all. We're here at the gym, getting my reps in. I got in a really good warm up, as you can tell. I'm drenched, but man, I'm really hydrated if I'm being honest, and I feel like that's key. As athletes and just people in general, you gotta stay hydrated, man. I'll drink throughout the day, maybe 3 of these. I'm not sure how much. What is it? 1,900 millimeters. I don't know, man. It's close to a gallon. Not really, but I'll drink about 2 or 3 of these. But I have to. Besides this, you gotta get in your electrolytes: sodium, potassium, zinc, things like that, things of that nature, and that's what you get. Where I mean, in the nutrients in the food. That's you get majority of the. My bad, my mouthpiece. You get majority of the nutrients, the electrolytes, and all that stuff through your food. Now, does Gatorade, Pedialyte, all the liquid IV, all that stuff help? Absolutely, but there's no better electrolyte than natural potassium, natural sodium, natural zinc. You can get, supplements and things like that, vitamins, zinc vitamins and all that, but it's better to stay natural. It's better to get the actual nutrient naturally, because at the end of the day, that is just a supplement. It will always be a supplement. But man, I feel good, ready to work. I'm drenched already, but this always happens. It's nothing new. Let's get it. Let's start out with a little bit of jump rope. Jump rope for me is key because it leaves your footwork, actually leaves you in good situations, bad situations, whatever it is you put yourself in. But the majority of the time, I'm working my feet, I'm working my footwork, my foot placement. It's super important. Super important to be explosive. You know, and you got to be explosive from your legs, from your feet, your calves, your Achilles, everything. I'll do about 3, 4 rounds of this. Probably get in 4. Get to my shadow. Gonna do some bags. I was gonna do mitts today, but I'm sparring tomorrow, so I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. Really, I'm just starting the training for my fight, but I mean, realistically, last week I did like two days of mitts. So those 2 days, I mean, I'm still feeling it. So I'm not taking it easy, but going into this camp fairly easy. You know, just still staying active, staying ready. I'm not trying to overtrain or do anything. At the end of the day, it's a 6-round fight, so I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm gonna get in some shadow. Decided to change up the scenery. Man, in a minute, I'm already breaking a sweat if I'm being honest. So right now I'm just gonna warm up my arms, warm up my shoulders, my hips, everything. So that way I can be ready. Start hitting bags. Probably take out my cap too, because the mic's gonna get in the way. That's the thing I was talking about Alessandra. Us fighters, I mean, if you're a boxer, you know that when you're throwing punches, it just feels better, faster, stronger, more explosive when you exhale a certain way. Now, I'm not saying everybody goes, but I do. I've always have, you know, since I was a little kid, I've always been used to the high-paced, you know, exhaling of that S sound. I'm not sure. It's just a boxing thing. I don't know how to explain it. But some people yell. Some people, I mean, it's very similar to karate, kung fu. They feel like rather than doing that, it's faster when you exhale. You know, at the end of the day, when you're lifting weights and you're exercising, they always say, watch how you breathe. You know what I mean? And like keeping in your breath, it just doesn't work. You might get away with some punches, but when you gotta breathe in, it's gonna be exhausting because you're holding in. You're not being relaxed. And boxing is a sport about being relaxed, but being explosive at the same time. We're gonna be we're gonna be using the Everlast Elite today. I like these because they're heavy, man. They're 16 ounces, but when they get filled with sweat, especially, they get heavy, man. But we're using these. I went ahead and brought the Nike Inflix Black because I think I'm gonna use these for my fight. Not these in particular, but uh, probably gonna get white. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what color. I think they're gonna have me use a custom suit this fight, so I'm gonna see depending on what the color is. But I like these. They're wrestling shoes, so they're used to, you know, being durable. They're very durable. They're used to footwork and explosiveness, and that's what I like about them. Some boxing shoes, they just doesn't do it for me. So I'll go with these, or I'll go with some Asics. Asics are real good. But at the end of the day, they're wrestling shoes, so they're used to the movement and the tight grip that you need. And when you're moving, and I mean you're in action and you're fighting and in the pocket, you need to be able to move and have some grip. And I feel like these shoes does just the job. So get my gloves on. It's a good shadow. Good shadow. I'm always working out with my mouthpiece on because I mean we fight like this, so you gotta get used to breathing, used to biting down when you need to bite down. If you're a fighter, I recommend you do it because you need it. Also, quick shout out to my sponsors: Prime Power Services, Texas Substation Services, Body Reset, my girl Christy. Archetype, my brother Denny. Thank you guys. Love my sponsors, man. Thank you guys. Oh my goodness. I have to go get the mic from over there. Bro, what's really crazy is that I can take like a couple days off. I mean, not this time. I took it's been like a good three weeks of not really hitting the bags, not going hard because my hands were kind of hurting. But you could take a couple days off, and you will be out of shape, man. You will be out of fighting shape, out of just grinding shape, bro. But it's good work though. I love this. I love this fatigue that I have to go through it every single time that I have to train and that I have to get back in shape. I embrace it because if I'm being honest, once I get like to the ending of the training camp, it's not like this, bro. I'm like bored, pretty much bored of just training. So I gotta embrace it. Next, we're gonna go ahead and get our push-ups and sit-ups in. That's crazy because as a boxer, especially growing up as a boxer, the old school coaches, they would just have us do push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, maybe sprints, and that's pretty much it. That was our only strength training that we had. Now I'll interpret strength and conditioning and things like that, light weights and of that nature. But bro, before like as an amateur fighter, I mean, we can't do weights. We can't. I mean, we probably could have, just nothing crazy. But like, it's crazy now that I'm 25 years old, and it took me this long to like be like, you should interpret some sort of weight training, some sort of strength and conditioning into your schedule, because maybe it'll help. Won't get you stiff. It didn't get me stiff. That's what it is. Oh, all right. I'll get in about 100 push-ups, 500 sit-ups. Good for the day. Man, this is repetitive. I did do extra stuff though. Just not gonna disclose that because I'm not gonna show you guys all my training, but fairly the general boxer training. That's what it is. That's what we all do here. The amateur fighters, they all more or less do the same thing. That's the electrolyte part I'm talking about. I'm getting cramps on my hips. Hard work and dedication, baby. That's what it is. Let's go. Time to go home. Get some dinner. Refuel for tomorrow. Let's go. All right, y'all. Back in the crib, in the kitchen, making our post-gym meal. Now, So since we are in a budget, just saving majority of the money for the baby. Oh my goodness! Right now that I'm not, um, I guess since I'm just barely starting training camp, I've been keeping all the veggies, canned, all the sources of protein, frozen. So like right now, cooking up a little turkey patty, a pack of six was like $2 at Walmart, really good. Got some canned green beans already cut. I'm gonna use about half of it. The corn that I used earlier, went ahead and used a little bit of that too. I'm gonna cut some lettuce, make myself like a little bowl. But yeah, I like my little turkey patty to be just a little charred up. Let me just mix this a little bit. But for the most part, it's just like I said, protein, veggies. Uh, Sometimes, I'll try to keep the carbs off right now since it is nighttime. I mean, it's just carbs sitting in your stomach if you go to sleep with them. So it's extra weight that I can't afford right now. Um, I was gonna do some, yes, knife. So right now, I am just sticking, like I said, to protein and veggies. Um, I got my water here. Decided to fill up again. I got my BCAs here. All my supplements are sponsored by Complete 180 in Brownsville, Texas. Huge shout out to Big Mike and Tita Gaspar. Thank you guys for being able to help me refuel, from all the hard training I'm been putting in. They actually supply all my supplements, in training camp. So maybe throughout the week I'm gonna go get my stuff, go get my meal preps, things like that. But it's going good, man. I wouldn't call it first day at camp because I was I was training before, just nothing crazy. But first day at camp, I guess, done, whatever. I'm just always in the gym, so I wouldn't call it, you know, first day. But I'm always in the gym, always working, always training, always looking for ways to improve in my craft. So right now, we got to refuel. Pretty much at the end of this, I just mash everything up. So it's gonna taste good. It's gonna taste really good. But making myself a little bowl because I am starving. These BCAs are delicious, super refueling, and refreshing. My water, probably gonna finish this before I go to bed. Uh, but it's just repetitive, man. Repetitive. Always doing the exact same thing every single day, just in different ways, different flavors. But I knew the job was dangerous when I took it. I knew what I got myself into. I'm not complaining. This is just the beginning. But I love this lifestyle. I love it. So we're gonna chop up this lettuce. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my post gym dinner. Um, Tomorrow I'll be showing a little bit of what I eat for breakfast because tomorrow is sparring day. So we got to be fueled up good. Got to get in some good carbs and get a good amount of nutrients in our body, so that way we can perform really good. That way I can push every single sparring, every single training. Really, really important, man. What you put in your body, but This is the day in the life. So thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you on the next one. Peace.